When I was on YouTube telling you lot about a gal that owed me money because she scammed my PayPal account, was I mentally unstable? Was I not in my right headspace? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you're new to my channel and you do not know who I am, my name is Ldn Philip, or Ldn for short. Make sure you guys like, comment and subscribe to the ting. Today I'm going to be talking about Moses Ldn and Aymilli, now known as Akbar London, and all that has transpired since last night or since last week. For those of you that do not know who Moses is a YouTuber, social media personality, famously known for his dating diaries, fitness, and his friendship with his boys. One of them being Aymilli Akbar. I believe that these two boys are genuine friends. They are friends. They were friends before social media, and their friendship and relationship unfolded on social media through YouTube videos, through doing content together, taking pictures together. I'll try and insert photos so that you guys could understand. Over the past week, Akbar had been on social media expressing his frustration and throwing subliminals at Moses in regards to money that was owed to him. He also said that during their conversation, he expressed that he no longer wants to go by Aymilli and he wants to go by Akbar, and Moses needs to remove all of the dating diaries videos. The ultimate accusation is that Moses owes Aymilli a rough amount of 5k. Now I'm going to try and explain why. Now, if you guys remember, Moses has a series called Dating Diaries. Now on Dating Diaries, it features 3 men and 3 girls. Girls will come up and basically audition to get which guy they want. And obviously it was a very successful series, and it initially started with Aymilli and NK. From everything that transpired on the episode, it gave Aymilli that buzz and persona, and it also allowed people to see another side to him from the pictures that they would take on Instagram. After that series was done, there was another series, and NK had left, and NK, I believe, was replaced with several other boys. But personally, I feel like it wasn't the same, because obviously when you start something with your friend, it's like you and your friends, you guys know one another, and obviously you bounce off one another. And I feel like content always comes out best when it's a genuine friendship rather than a collaboration, if you get what I mean. So for me personally, I feel like the vibe wasn't the same. And obviously throughout the series, each series, like the boys that would feature on this Dating Diaries, would rotate. Obviously certain episodes were a bit extreme, but it was for whoever's liking. There was a conversation on, I believe, the second series of Dating Diaries where Aymilli expressed that if he's going to be partaking in some of the challenges that Moses wants him to do, he needs to pay him. He didn't feel comfortable that he's not basically reaping the benefits of featuring in these episodes. Like, yes, I'm in these videos, but I'm not getting no money. My girlfriend's upset because he was dating a girl at the time. He was very upset, and that this challenge, these videos, were affecting his relationship. Now, if you guys have watched the videos, I'm not gonna lie, no man in a relationship should be doing those type of things. No man should be picking up gal. Gal should not be climbing over table for you and putting food in your mouth, or you're feeding a girl a drink. Like, don't get me wrong, I completely understand like acting and stuff like that, but in the mind, it's like, this is just YouTube. So why are you doing all of this just for YouTube? Like, you're doing too much. So I feel like the girlfriend wasn't having it, and Akbar expressed like, you need to give me some money from whatever you've earned from all of the videos that I've featured in. Social media is the worst when it comes to like friendship beefs and whatever. Like, I could go online and say something about someone, and my followers could possibly go and send it to that person, And that's what was happening. So Akbar was posting things online and they were sending it to Moses. Now, all of this was being resolved over the phone and privately, like without social media. After all the indirects and after everything that Aymilli has put on his Instagram story, there was a live where Moses was talking to J Squared, I believe, and they were having a discussion about why he's paying Aymilli no mind. Aymilli has failed uni and that he's got a degree and that he's in a better place in his life. He's got this business, that business, and Aymilli needs help. And in response to that, he went on TikTok and he let it all rip and said that Moses owes me money for all of the contribution that he gave to content. He owes me money, and he's come to the sum of £5,000. Onwards from that, Moses has decided to retaliate. And I completely understand the position that Moses is in because, as we all know, Moses is a social media personality. He creates content. He has brand collaborations that he participates in, and you have a reputation to uphold. You want your image to be clean. His content is fun and playful, and you don't really attach him to controversy. So when Aymilli decided to do this, and your TikTok For You page has now covered with Moses London's name, like, he now feels like he's got to clear his name. And he proceeds to go on to TikTok Live, and there's about 50... You see when there's drama? Everyone forwards. There was about 15,000 people in this live, and he basically explained everything that I'm explaining now, how all of this has transpired. Or during the live, he was basically trying to convince his viewers that there's something wrong with Akbar and that he needs mental help and that he's failed uni twice, that Akbar has basically expressed all of this out of nowhere, like it's coming out of nowhere. Now, I'm just going to say this. From my experience of working with Akbar on, let's say, Backchat and doing YouTube videos together during that period of time when Backchat was out, Akbar has a slick mouth. He's got a slick mouth. Like, he will tell you about yourself like it is. So the people that are surprised by what he's saying, baby, this guy will tell you about yourself if you guys are going back and forth. During Moses' live, he also said that Akbar has been harassing him and pestering him and harassing his friends, and that all of the friendship group has cut Akbar off because he's not been himself lately and he's just been doing horrible things to his friends. He also said that Akbar is blackmailing him and it's not really £5,000, it's less than £100. I'm not gonna lie, this is me being totally honest and coming from a YouTuber. I have videos with about 30, 40k that have made me about £300 to £400. And I have videos with 100k that have made me £1,000, not dollars, pounds. So I personally, I understand that content is different. Each type of content has different CPMs. Everyone's channel is different. From the accumulation of dating diaries videos that have, I'm sure, over 500k collectively, come on. If you said that you was going to pay somebody, then I feel like do right by your friend. You're no better than anybody else. And there were people that said, oh, why was it not written down? When it comes to your friend, you don't think your friend is going to do some stupidness or your friend's going to back out of something. If your friend comes to you and says, oh, I feel like I deserve payment for this, and then you turn around and say yes, then that's the agreement in itself. And you should stick by it as your boy or as your bro. You should stick by that word. But to show one screenshot of one video and say that that one video made £500, what about the other videos? And then to say that after buying alcohol, after buying food, after picking everybody up, petrol, dropping everybody home. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's your YouTube channel. It's your YouTube channel. So whatever you have to do to create your content is on you. It's your channel. But that still doesn't take away the fact that, bro, you, like, if he said, I featured on your channel and I want payment for it, then you should pay. It's like me when I do my Mix Up Gutter interviews. If one of the guests says, I want payment for how much this video makes, or I need to be paid a certain amount to be featured on your video, I'm going to pay, and they're going to get that money before we film, because I'll get the money right back. I feel like privately, a lot of threats and accusations were made, and Moses decided to reveal something that was quite personal, where he expressed that Akbar threatened to expose a previous relationship that Moses had. Now, Moses exposed himself by saying that he dated somebody when they were 17 and he was 20, and everyone in the live was shocked. I feel like as viewers, we watch people and we put people, creators, on these pedestals. Oh, they could never do this, they could never do that, and like, babe, they can do it too. Trust me. Let's not be fooled. Now, he exposes that. He also very subtly reveals that there was a time where he was doing fugazi stuff with money and 419. The live was very frantic. It was a very. I feel like, if any of us are in a situation where our back's up against the wall, like you're beefing someone, like your adrenaline is high, and it just becomes too much. Now, Akbar's original Instagram was deleted. So because of all of the subliminals that he was posting on his story, all of the lives that he was doing on Instagram Live. Now, after this live, Akbar said that he's going to go on live, and Akbar's initial Instagram account was deleted because of all of the subliminals that he was posting, all of the indirects, all of the lives that he was doing on his Instagram page. That resulted to his Instagram account being deleted, and that's when he decided to go on TikTok, say what he did. That's when Moses decided to go on live, say what he said. Now Akbar has now created a new Instagram account, and he's just on live expressing his feelings. And again, a lot of people are saying that he's going through manic episode, he's mentally ill, there's something wrong with him. And I personally feel like we need to stop diagnosing people that we do not know. We need to stop acting like we're all doctors, and it's like we exclude ourselves when we see people acting frantic or being angry. How would you act in an altercation? How would you act if somebody owed you money? When I was on YouTube telling you lot about a gal that owed me money because she scammed my PayPal account, was I mentally unstable? Was I not in my right headspace? No. Someone took advantage of me and I wanted to express how I was feeling. We're so focused on the delivery and how things are being said and not the underlying message of the whole situation. And Akbar is basically saying that he's done a lot of things for someone that has gone off scot-free to live their life, block me, and it's not been resolved. It's not been addressed. I'm sorry, but that you can't do stuff like that. You can't. And I'm not on anybody's side, but I'm just saying that if I was in a predicament where somebody took my money, took something of mine, or I've helped you in some way, and we have and it's not like you offered, we have verbally discussed that you're going to pay me for something, do right by your friend. Do right by your friend. But I feel like a lot of the time in friendships always break up because of money. On this live, Akbar lets it rip. He doesn't hold nothing back when it comes to some of the... I'm not even going to repeat some of the things that were said because it's just... I will attach the links to the TikToks and all of that in the description box below if you guys want to watch the live or if you want to watch some of the things that were said. But I feel like Akbar is angry right now and he's upset. He may so be in a position in his life where he's not happy. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, he feels like they had a conversation about money and the debt has not been cleared. Towards the end of Akbar's live, a friend came on to basically express to him like, why are you doing this on live? You've been doing this for the past week. Just leave it now, like it's dragging. And Akbar shut him up by saying, do you remember what Moses did to you? And he had absolutely pim to say. So I feel like there have been a lot of situations that people have brushed over because it's Moses. I personally believe that there's hierarchies in friendships. I believe that there's always a head. There's always somebody that's at the top running the shots. And I also feel like in friendships, we get too comfortable with one another. There's no boundaries when it comes to friendships. When you're constantly around someone, like, you know where you can take liberties. You know where you can push the mark. You know where that person will be like, all right, it's fine, don't worry. Because you guys are friends, or you guys see each other every day. You talk on the phone every day. And it's toxic. It's toxic. I'm sorry, but friendships need boundaries. And you guys might think that that sounds crazy, but every relationship needs boundaries. And especially when it comes to business, money, like, you can't be joking and gisting about money, favors, and them type of things, because just like this, people will never, like, there's some people will never forget it. People will hold it down and hold you to that standard, because it's like, I feel like in a lot of relationships, there are so many red flags, and because you may have known someone for so many years, or because this person has done this for you, we often let things slide that really bother us. And we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't. We should hold people accountable and address things there and then and set boundaries. But I feel like in a lot of friendships, we don't set boundaries. We walk over, it's almost like we walk over one another and laugh it off, because we're boys, because we're friends. Nah, that shouldn't go on, sorry. Another thing that I want to say is, I don't care how long I've known you for, and I don't care how transparent I want to be with you, I'm not showing you my pocket. And why are you watching my pocket? Like, there's so many angles and branches that you can take from this situation, but I get that this is about money. And I feel like a fee should have been set for each video that Akbar would have been featured in. But for me, I'm not showing anybody my pocket. Do you understand? I'm not telling someone how much I'm making from an ad. I'm not doing it again, because the last time I did it, that person got comfortable and felt like, oh, you can pay for it now because you're earning this much. If you're working a 9 to 5, are you going to turn around and bring your paycheck to your friends and be like, I made this much this month? No, you're not. So why is it that because we're on social media that we must do this? No, it's exactly the same. Social media is a job for some of us. Social media is a job for me. When my end of YouTube check comes, well, I must show my friends how much I've made. When I get an ad for a big brand, I must show how much I made from the ad. Who does this? Nobody does that. And I feel like that is where in Akbar's head, he has a right to say, okay, you definitely earned such and such amount because you've shown me how much you've made off of something before. You've shown me how much you've made off of this before. So you've definitely made blah, 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 blah. I get that this situation is very different, but I feel like if you're doing something for your friend, do it out of the goodness of your heart. I say this all the time. I don't care how amazing of a person you are, but if you're going to do something for your friend, you shouldn't be listing all the things that you've done for your friend and why it voids owing that friend money. Like, you shouldn't be doing them type of things. And that is, it's the worst trait to have, I'm telling you. I don't care if you've given me a mattress to sleep on at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if you've put food in my belly. I don't care if I've met your mum and this and that. Bro, these things are bare minimum in friendships. Why are we listing things that are bare minimum in friendships and then trying to equate that to why you're not deserving of the money that a person is owed? No, they're two separate things. One doesn't void out the other. Listen, I could talk about friendships for days. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me your thoughts on this whole situation. Who do you believe is in the wrong? What are your thoughts on the accusations that have been revealed? And how do you feel like this situation could be resolved if you was in this situation? That was all for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.